Okay, I want to double this down low. This is a clear mismatch. You can't let Zubac just play bully ball. Here comes your double. This player's up, kick out pass, rotate here, get up the line, rotate here, and then the man that doubles falls into the corner. Okay? But, I mean, yeah, this is not a good matchup. So Paul George just picked his dribble up. This player's got to recover back to his man immediately. This is way too lazy of a recovery. Now you've just given the Clippers numbers, the defense is in scramble mode, and it's going to eventually lead to an open three. Why are you playing off of Paul George? You have help here. Get up and force him into this help. What are you sagging for? What? If you're switching this handoff, stop. Right here, the dribble's picked up. You got to be up and ready to guard Marcus Morris off this handoff if you're switching. Look at how slow this reaction time is. The point of being in the gaps defensively is to get Paul George's dribble picked up. So it is stunt to get the dribble picked up, recover. It is not gamble and recover. Look at what this Pistons player does. Look at how he gambles. So now the dribble's picked up, but because you gambled, look at, he gets his dribble back. So now he's got his dribble alive, and that's letting him get too low on the floor. If you're Isaiah Stewart, you can't just aimlessly get back. You got to get back to bodies right over here. Look at Isaiah Stewart. He's going down the middle to nowhere. So now you give up a Luke Kennard 3. You don't guard with your back to the sideline, okay? This is bad process. Get your back to the baseline. Now you have no chance of getting beat backdoor. Now you get a deflection. This can't happen. It just can't. If your back's to the baseline, it doesn't. But you were guarding away from the ball poorly, so now this deflection gets thrown right to Norman Powell. This is like elementary school stuff. So Isaiah Stewart, the shot goes up. Stop. You got to get your back into this player's jersey. Your butt, I mean. Someone's got to box this player out using their butt. Look at these Pistons players. All three Pistons players just staring at the shot. Nobody boxing out. So now it's an easy long rebound and an open three. Why am I giving Reggie Jackson the lane? Get up and get him out of the lane. Backside help is right here. Okay, on a Ivica Zubac's roll. Skip pass gets made here. I can easily recover. What on earth? Cannot triple team at the rim. Okay, stop. If this player comes to double, okay, then this player stays out here. Okay, because if the ball goes here, you got to go here. Okay, this player slides up here and you fall into the corner. When you triple team at the rim, I have nobody to rotate. All right, so you're defending away from the ball. One, your feet can't be this tied together. You have to have your feet out in a wide defensive stance. Number two, your reaction time just simply has to be quicker. Okay, look at this ball's in the air, so you should be getting out now. Look at how long it takes this player to get out. You took your first step towards this player when the ball's in the player's shot pocket. Okay, this is a double team. Stop. If this player's left foot is not parallel to the block right here, then you're doubling. Okay, which is fine, but you got to rotate. So on a kick-out pass here, this player's got to get up here. Same thing with this player, and then the man that doubles comes here. Okay, but you are not rotating out to your man when you're doubling like that. Okay, so they're ISOing Paul George here. If they're going to stack the weak side of the floor like this, and we can easily double right now, okay? Because this player needs to get up the line. If a skip pass is made here, up here, then you fall here. This double team comes way too late. Why am I giving practice jumpers to Paul George? Get up, get him out of here, okay? Again, I have backside help right here. There's nothing to worry about. Yet you'd rather give up a practice jumper. Okay, so this is a disaster. If you're Bogdanovic, you just went up the gut of this down screen instead of going chasing over the top like you're supposed to. Okay, so now clearly this dribble handoff has to be switched. So Bogdanovic, you have to take Zubac. Now there's some communication that needs to take place, which probably isn't taking place. But again, look what we have happening here. Two Pistons players guarding one. Wow. What is Isaiah Stewart doing? You are standing in the paint for no reason. Stay with your man. Now you have to switch this down screen, which you should never have to do. So Bogdanovic is late to get out. So now Paul George is just going to dust him for an open three. If this Pistons player here is hell-bent on taking the ball, then say it now so this player knows to go here. That communication clearly doesn't happen. So you end up giving up an easy 2. You cannot worry about matchups in transition. You get to the nearest body. This Pistons player has to be sprinting here. This player has to go here, and you got to communicate it. When you start worrying about matchups in transition, now look what happens. Isaiah Stewart has no chance of getting back to Norman Powell. You never guard above the three-point line away from the ball ever. You got to drop down here. Okay, so now this player can get up and force John Wall, and you can stunt. You don't have to move your feet. That's the whole key. Stunt, get the dribble picked up, recover. But you're guarding past the three-point line for no reason. So now there's help at the rim. It doesn't matter because the block shot just goes right back to Wall. Cannot be this far in. You cannot. If this player's right foot right here has to be parallel to the block. Anything inside that, and that's way inside that, you're not getting out. If you are Killian Hayes, I should be seeing you now. Now you should be battling for real estate, initiating contact at the three-point line with this Clippers big. The fact I don't see you and you're going to try and take a charge and flop is the reason why this is a wide open three. You throw matchups out the window in transition. You get to the nearest body right here. Isaiah Stewart is going to guard right here. What? This is what happens when you worry about matchups. Now I get two people guarding one. That is such a disaster. You have to defend this down screen. Like right now, get attached, arms out, so this player can't curl. It has to go out, and this player can get over the screen. You just let this Clippers player curl. So now that draws a second defender. Now this player's in the lane, and the Clippers have numbers, and it's going to result in easy two. Instead of Killian Hayes having a stupid gamble here, just sprint back so you're ahead of the ball. Yet look what Killian Hayes does. Gambles, continues to gamble, is never ahead of the ball. All right, so you're Isaiah Stewart right here. As soon as Paul George picks his dribble up here, you need to just focus on your man now. You don't need to help. The dribble's picked up. Just get to your man. What is Isaiah Stewart doing here? Clear out. You got to double now. This double has to come right now. This player's up the line. This player moves here, and the man that doubles falls here. This double's coming way too late. First of all, this is Alec Burks, so you can easily just take the ball up yourself, all right? But second of all, someone for the Pistons. And Bojan Bogdanovic is looking. You got to let these two Pistons know that Paul George is lurking from behind. This is a train wreck of defense. You cannot be hugging the three-point line and say, never mind, I'm going to try and get in the gaps. You got to be in the gaps now. So right now, this player's left foot should be parallel to the block, right foot out wide stance. Now when this player comes this way, I can stunt without moving my feet. That is the whole, I'm not moving my feet, so I can get back outward. But, yeah, the opposite of that. It goes without saying that your man is out here, you can't be in the paint. You can still be up here, because if a drive comes this way, I can still help. But then I can get out, okay? You're in the paint, you have no chance of getting out. So now Luke Kennard's driving, collapsing the defense. It's over at that point.